Hey guys, welcome back and thanks again for tuning in. It's been forever since I've done a beauty video, so I thought I would do a getting ready with me video today. Tonight I am going to the launch and opening party gala sort of thing for Frontgate, who is opening their first ever store, and it's at the shops at Legacy in Plano. And so I'm taking my friend Allie and we're gonna have a great time and then go to dinner afterwards. And because the weather cooled down this week, which is shocking, it's the first week of September. It usually does not get cold in Dallas until November. So I'm taking advantage and I wanna wear a little more of a fall outfit. It's inspired by this, and I'm going to be using this palette from Marc Jacobs. It is the Iconic palette in Scandalust, but it's got some really great colors, just perfect for the look I'm trying to go for. So we're about to get started. I'm also gonna do a little curling tutorial at the end of this, so stick around and we'll get started. So I don't make this video super long. I'm going to speed through some of it that you've already seen, like my everyday makeup routine. So I'm going to start with that and do all of that, like my face primer, concealer, all of that good stuff, base eyeshadow, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Okay, so now that I'm done with the basics, I'm gonna start with the lightest color in this Marc Jacobs palette, which is Hot Pants. So I'm gonna dab a little bit of that onto my eyeshadow brush, just for a base to start with. Like to get good coverage so there's no sticky parts from my, that might be left over even after I powdered my face from my concealer, because I'm going to be doing a smoky eye and you want to be able to blend that really well. And if there's anything left over, it may cause some problems. So, okay, we've done that. Then I'm going to start with this fun color. It is They Call Her, which kind of reminds me of a song. They call me Stacy, you know, really cute. Okay. So now I'm applying this sort of copper color to my crease. Blend it in real nice. So if you have blue eyes, this sort of copper color and any kind of browns really make your eyes pop. So that's why I'm using that. I also really love to use these colors, but pinks I use more on like a day-to-day basis, not really a night out look. I want something a little smokier tonight. So let's do the other side. It's sort of hard to see in this small little camera mirror. So hopefully I'm doing this well, but you don't have to make it super accurate because you're gonna be putting stuff over that too. Okay, so now I've got kind of a good copper layer in there. And then I'm going to take the aubergine color, which is called Little Miss. So let's do that. So I don't mess this up, I'm going to use this mirror real fast. And I'm going to do the same spot on my eye. You can see I just put a little dab of it there and then move it inwards here. I'm not going to do all over my eye with this color because it is darker. And you want to make sure you blow on the brush so it doesn't have lots of different particles going everywhere. So now we've got kind of a good smoky look on top. I'm gonna do the other side now. This is a particularly saturated dark color, so just be careful that you don't apply too much all at once. All right, so it looks dark now, but once I put on eyeliner and mascara, it won't look that crazy. So next, oh, I forgot a brush. One sec. Let's find that little eyeliner brush. One of these days I'll show you all how I've organized everything, but in the meantime, may just have to wait. Okay, so coming back, I'm also gonna grab this same color to line underneath to give some definition. I have such fair skin, fair eyes, even my eyelashes are blonde, so definition is key for something like this look, otherwise it'll wash me out. So I'll do this side first so you can see, but just lightly brush some on the outer corners of your eye. I don't like to go all the way in because again, I'm very fair and the contrast is almost a little too crazy against my skin tone. Like I don't ever do this with black on my under eyes. It's just too intense, but there's a close-up what that looks like. Okay, so now I have the eyeliner on. I may need to put a little bit more concealer here before I get going on other things. Oop. Okay, so I've got eyeliner underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to use my favorite Stila eyeliner. It's the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and this one is in dark brown. I also have black, but I use it sparingly and rarely because, like I said before, black looks super intense on me because I'm so fair. Brown is a little less intense, so. And I find it's pretty easy to apply. Just kind of drag it across. I mess it up every once in a while, but. And because it's very dark, I'm going to use this original brush that I used to apply the base shadow to smudge it a little bit more. Make it a little more relaxed looking, not as intense. Just something you're gonna have to play with. It really depends on how intense you want your eyes to look, but I usually don't want it to be too insane. All right, I'm super pale, so let's apply that bronzer. Hoola is my favorite. It's by Benefit. It's perfect for fair skin. A lot of the bronzers out there look orange on me, but this one does not. Next, I'm applying my blush, which is Laura Geller in Tropic Hues. It's the Baked Blush in Brighton. Just the apple of my cheeks, just a little bit. And then, final product for my eyes, mascara. I've talked about this product so much, but it's definitely my #1 drugstore beauty buy. It is CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara. What I love about it is the little bristles are really sharp. They don't like stab you, but they're great because they separate your lashes so well. So it literally, no clumps basically is what that means. And I usually apply 2 to 3 layers depending on like at what stage my mascara is. You know how it gets a little thicker over time. That's when you know you're supposed to throw it out, but sometimes I don't because I don't remember or I'm lazy. Okay, so. Okay, so this is one layer that I've done. And you can already tell a big difference. I just look different with mascara on, so I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so I have the first layer on. I'm gonna let it kind of dry for a minute. Whew, I'm getting hot. I always get hot when I shoot these videos. I don't know if it's because I like get nervous and my blood pressure rises or something, but whew, need a fan in here. Okay. All right, second layer. And sometimes I like to kind of roll it to make them go taller and also to curl them a little bit. Roll the brush. All right, there you go. So that's the eye look. I'll give you a close-up once I'm done with my lips. And lately I've been using these Burberry lip velvets. It's like liquid lip velvet. I actually need a piece of toilet paper because I always have to blot. Give me a sec. All right. And these go on matte, but I always like a little bit of shine personally. I don't know, I feel like my lips look dry when they're matte. But, so this color is Bright Plum, which is perfect since I've got the plum handbag. You'll see it goes on quite dark. And it doesn't really, I will say, while I love this formula, it doesn't really apply very easily. And I always have to edit it a little bit. See, like the edges get a little. But I really love the color of this. Like I said, it's the Burberry Liquid Lip Velvet in Bright Plum. Here's a close-up with my eye makeup. And then I'll top it with Wild Rose, which is my favorite, albeit discontinued, Chanel lip gloss. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Kind of subdues it just a bit. All right, what do you guys think? Let's see with the bag. I think it's quite perfect. Okay, so while my curling iron heats up, I wanted to share a couple of products I've been using on my hair. I obviously just blow dried it straight, but I use a roller brush when I do that. And you can see the brush, but also how I do it in another video, which I'll link below if you want to check out how I blow dry my hair. But it's this size, and I roll it under. And I think it looks fine for everyday wear. I mean, this is when I don't have time to curl my hair, or if I want to give my hair a break and don't want to damage it more, I will just do this. I just think it looks like modern with my new haircut and all that good stuff. I've been using hair powders and I've tried 3 so far. We've got Oribe's Swept Up. They're all really the same, I will tell you though. So no need to go spend your money on all of these, but David Mallett's volume powder, and then this Big Sexy Hair, which I got at CVS, but totally you don't need to pay for the more expensive ones. This works just as great. I think they're all really the same formula. So just know that. So I'm gonna use this. Basically what I do is apply it to the root, sort of like you would dry shampoo, and then rub it around a lot before I curl my hair. I will say it takes a little bit of getting used to because it leaves sort of a weird feeling as you're doing that. It's a gross feeling. I really don't know how to explain it until you try it yourself. Okay, so it's hard to see on here, but you can see it's sort of falling out, but it feels like not sticky, but like, I really can't even explain it. But it adds like instant volume. I don't have a ton of hair, so it's a little hard for me to get volume, even when I get my hair done, unless I curl it and use this stuff. But it is helpful for adding texture. It's sort of that bedhead hair, which is, I feel like, no, maybe that's a different brand, but I feel like they were the same brand. Okay, so now my curling iron is ready. So I've applied the powder. It's got some texture. I'll play with it more later. I don't need it to be huge yet. I'm still gonna play with it once I've curled it. But when I asked my hairstylist I showed him a picture of Whitney Port's hair, and he told me to grab bigger sections and just wrap it around once. And, oh, and this other tip before I do this, when you're getting closer to your face, it should be lower versus higher, because you want it to fall a little lower. I don't know why, but that's what he said. So Just hold it there for a few seconds. And he also said for the look that I was trying to go for, the bigger barrel the better, but I do have a smaller barrel if I'm wanting kind of a little more texture. But here I'm just looking for a little volume and movement. And he also said another tip to keep it looking kind of bedheady is to switch the direction. So this time I went away from my face and now I'm gonna do toward my face. So just some variety. But anyway, so now I'm gonna keep doing my hair. I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to sit here and wait, and then we'll play with it at the end. All right, so now pretty much got it curled. To get some of it to relax, you wanna pull at it a little bit. And there you have it. Here is my fall, pre-fall night out look with a smoky eye featuring the Marc Jacobs Iconic palette in Scandalous. And my hair. So here's a little, that was a little bit of a hair tutorial and a beauty tutorial in one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm still trying to get better at these videos and I'm trying to post them more frequently, and hopefully I can now that I am back in town and have more free time. So check back in soon for new videos. Hoping to start posting every week again. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I will see you guys next time.